They're going to dime right now.
Hey guys, come in here, let's pray.
You're at 4 minutes with a hard curfew.
I hope we don't screw up tonight royally. We're filming it.
Pray that we make the best of it, just have a good time.
I am nervous.
You're nervous.
I'm nervous. Hi.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited! We're about to go on stage! It's gonna be awesome!
Keep on falling. And worse hope when misery comes crawling. With your faith, you'll trigger a landslide. Kill off this common sense of mine. It takes a quiet mind to taste this one can't done it with your eyes. So we don't need the headlines. We don't need the headlines. They just want everybody say, like it's the last song you will ever sing. So tell me you feel the pressure now. Everybody live like it's the last day things you said and not a minute spent. To think that we regret, so we just take it back. These words and hold our breath. Forget things we swore we meant. And alright, you just to let you know that I'm alright. I can't say I'm sad to see you go, 'cause I'm not, well, I'm not. Alright, you're looking good, but you can do better. Here we go again, with all the things you did, and now I'm wondering just who would I invent to be the one attached? And on some say you're hip, forget the things we swore we meant. It's alright, you just to let you know that I'm alright. Can't say I'm sad to see you go, 'cause I'm not, well, I'm not. Oh. It's alright to let you know that I'm alright. I can't say I'm sad to see you go, 'cause I'm not, no, I'm not, no. Alright, to remember.
The final Riot tour was the most frustrating tour we've ever had to put together in the history of our touring lives. You know, we always try to make our show like fun, obviously, and different from the last show we put on.
We're all getting really scared because we knew it was going to be the final Riot tour, and we really needed to go out with something big, and just not only for the fans but for ourselves, wanted to just give it one last, you know, oomph. Hoorah. We went over to Josh and Zach's house, and we were up in their room and just sitting down trying to get all of our songs put together, maybe a set list, and figure out if we wanted to do any covers or what we wanted to do acoustically.
This is the problem we always run into. God.
It's usually what we do before every tour. We take about a week to practice and construct a set list that we think is going to be or fit the tour well.
We're putting our set list together. Well, we're gonna attempt to put our set list together. It's gonna be. Oh. Ow! This hurts. It's so big.
Gosh.
It was fun for us to even just get together and not really have to work, but just kind of discuss things. It was kind of fun. So I was late to it, so I feel really bad about that. So I'm sorry, guys. I love you. I'll be on time next time.
All right, so it's day one, practice for the final Riot tour. We're all here except for Haley, of course. But we'll see how it goes. We went to a rehearsal space to practice for the tour. We had our production set up and all her crew come up.
So we're in the rehearsal hall, all trying to figure it all out, figure out the show, the set list, the look, the everything, and it was just being difficult.
It's always hard to start off from scratch because that's the hardest part. The main thing is to come up with an intro for us and then an outro, because those are the most important parts of the show, I think, because that's what kids remember. I think the first song and the last song. That's what we deal with every practice. FYI, Haley just woke up and will be there ASAP.
Hey, at least it wasn't me today. Really. Sorta.
Yeah, it's never Haley. Oh wait, it's always Haley.
It was very difficult because it's like our last tour in the U.S. on this album cycle, and we wanted it to be a great show.
This is the part where we sit forever. We sit forever and try to figure out something to play, and we won't figure out anything. And somebody will be like, okay, let's just do something. And then we'll figure it out like 2 days later. We'll just play nothing today, probably.
Once we started, rehearsing, it got better, and we just jammed on a couple ideas, and I'd throw something out, like, we could try this. They're like, yeah, that's awesome. We worked on it, it sounded awesome, and we went right into Four Pessimists, and we're like, dude, that's so sweet. And Haley finally got there, because she's always late to practice. And we were like, Haley, what do you think of this? We played it for her, and she was like, We were like, are you kidding me?
We could not come up with anything to save our lives. I wanted to open with That's What You Get, because that's the current single, or it was the current single when we were out. But like, no one wanted to do that but me.
Day 2. Trying to figure out an intro still. Everybody has to like it, so we kind of just scrapped it and tried it with That's What You Get. We tried this, we just moved, changed keys. Didn't work, so we were like, man, this sucks. Basically wasted a whole nother day.
It was hard for us to even get along how much we were just like going head to head with everything.
We just fought for like 3 hours and then left.
We hate intros. We're not good at them.
Luckily, the third day, the clouds parted.
Something happened, and on that third day, we all just came in, and it seemed like all of us had cleared our slate, and we're like, you know what? Let's go in here and do what we need to do.
Zach's idea was to start with Born for This.
And we got it together really quickly.
We came up with the intro. I just started playing. I was like, what if I start playing, then Taylor starts playing, and we slowly add one member at a time. It actually ended up being really cool. It's like it's my favorite intro we've done besides Let the Flames Begin.
Tour. It was perfect. It worked out great because, like, it just sums up our year with Riot.
And we came up with a great intro, made us all feel really good about the tour and got us excited about it again.
We finally finished with rehearsals, and we hit the road.
Yeah, man.
Yep, I'm such a rock star that I get that bus to myself.
Awesome.
Nah, just kidding.
Chicago, Illinois, how you feeling? Man, it is so good to be back here. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. As you might know, this is the final riot. The last one that you're gonna get. And in case you don't know already, my friends, I'll tell you, we are Paramore! So let's get this show going, everyone. 2 hands in the air. As high as they might. Look at that. That's the Chicago I remember. I see some jazz fingers. What about this? Can you snap your fingers with me? Feel that rhythm. That's nice. All right, so I'm gonna count us off, and then we shall rock. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This song is called Fences. Sitting in a room made up of only big white walls, and in the hall there's people looking through the window and the door. They know exactly what we're here for. Don't look up, just let them think there's no place else you'd rather be. You're always on display for everyone to watch and learn from. Don't you know by now you can't turn back, because this road is all you'll ever have. And it's obvious that you're dying, dying, just living proof that the camera's lying. And open wide, 'cause this is your night, so smile, 'cause you'll go out in style. Hands up when you go out in style. What if you let me? I could. I show you how to build your fences, set restrictions, separate from the world. The constant battle that you hate to fight, just blame the limelight. Don't look up, just let them think there's no place else you'd rather be. 'Cause now you can't turn back, because this road is all you'll ever have. And it's obvious that you're dying, dying, just living proof that the camera's lying. And open wide, 'cause this is your night, so smile. Yeah, yeah, you're asking with every breath that you breathe. Just breathe it in. Yeah, yeah, well, you're just a mess. You do all this big talking, so now let's see you walk it. Oh, so I wanna see you. to say to you. I notice your eyes are always glued to me. You're keeping them here and it makes no sense at all. No, it makes no sense at all. No, it makes no sense at all. Nothing compares to a quiet evening alone. Just a 1-2. All of us counting on that never happens. I guess I'm dreaming again. Let's be more than. Alright, I wanna see you moving. If you wanna play it like a game, well come on, let's play. 'Cause I'd rather waste my life pretending than have to forget you for one whole minute. They taped over your mouth, scribbled out truth with their eyes, your little spies. They taped over your mouth, scribbled out truth with their eyes, your little spies. So let's go! Nothing compares to a quiet evening alone. Just the 1-2. All of us who's counting on that never happens. I guess I'm dreaming again. Let's be more than this now. I wanna see some horns, Chicago. Rock and roll, baby, don't you know that? I need something to sing about. Rock and roll, hey! Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. I need something to sing about. Rock and roll, hey! Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. Give me something to sing about. Nothing compares to a quiet evening alone. Just the 1-2 of that never happens. I guess I'm dreaming again. Let's be more than. No, nothing compares to a quiet evening alone. Just the 1-2 of us who's counting on that never happens. I guess I'm dreaming again. Oh, more than this. Oh, what a shame we all became such fragile, broken things. A memory remains. I give it all my oxygen to let the flames begin. To let the flames begin. Oh, glory. Oh, this is how it'll dance when they try to take us there. Well, this is what will be your glory. Somewhere weakness is our strength, and I'll die searching for it. I can't let myself regret
It's a different story for me. If you ask any of their guys what it's like to live on a tour bus, they'll have one perspective, or you know, each guy might have their own thing, but they're all dudes. I have never toured on a bus with another girl. I've always been the only girl since I was 16. There are times when I want to rip my hair out, but for the most part, I think the guys have it worse than me.
Haley can be like just one of us dudes and, you know, hang out with us and just have a good time. And then other times she can be really girly and she likes makeup and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of weird having a girl in a band, but, you know, you'd think it could be a lot like worse. Like having Haley is basically like having a dude, but not really. That sounds bad, but she's just one of us guys, and well, she's like a sister.
You know, the guys are probably thinking, yeah, we're going on tour, woo! And they get there and they're like, oh, we can't be guys, there's a girl here. Like, I probably ruined so much fun for them. So let's be honest, I'm not really getting the bad end of the stick. The guys have to, you know, they're this close to dude freedom, like just being there, like broing down, and there I am right in the middle.
The bus is an interesting way of living. It's a lot smaller than it seems. It's like, oh, that's awesome. You know, it'd be sweet to tour in a bus, but with 10 to 12 people on a bus, it's basically like, I don't know, it's weird. Bunks are kind of weird. They're like little coffins that you get in, and it's scary when your driver hits the rumble strip or something. Like, think about it, if you get in a wreck, you're not buckled in, you're just gonna fly like just a little insect, just gets flicked.
Jeremy always sleeps in until about 2 in the afternoon because he stays up till about 5 or 6 in the morning. No joke. Let's go wake him up. Jeremy, wake up.
Jeremy!
Wake up.
Oh, Jeremy! Jeremy! We're filming a DVD, Jeremy!
Turn the light on. Jeremy! It smells like... What? It smells like a hamster. Every tour, it smells like a hamster.
I think it's fun. I think it's really fun to live on a bus. Like, I sleep so much better in a bunk. I think because it's like small. If no one wakes me up and the bus is still rolling, I'll sleep till 3 in the afternoon. Living on a bus is awesome. We actually kept our buses really clean on this tour, for the most part. Well, I thought it was pretty clean anyways, but whatever.
You tend to eat a lot of Hot Pockets and peanut butter and jelly and frozen like ice pops because there's a freezer. And you eat cereal all the time. Captain Crunch, it's on our rider every day. We get a box every day. And we just eat it every night. And that's why we have rolls. It definitely beats a 12-passenger van, that's for sure.
All right. You guys still feeling good out there? Man. Well, this is incredible. Chicago, I don't say this. I really don't. I promise I don't say this every night. Best show of the tour, Chicago, Illinois, right here. And we've played a good number of shows on this tour so far, you know? I can't believe it. You know, I don't really know if we're supposed to talk about this, but we were originally going to film elsewhere. Little place you might have heard of called New York City, but that all got switched around, and we're here in Chicago. And yes, and I'm sure you've noticed the cameras tonight. You look lovely for them. You look just great. So what do you say about a couple slow jams? You down? Let's do this. When it rains. And when it rains on the side next song, if you've seen videos online, you've heard me talk about it. We weren't originally going to put it in the set list, but because of a few of our friends on the LiveJournal community, we have decided, yes, give it up for yourselves. Because of you guys, we decided to put it back in the set and play it a certain way we thought you might enjoy. So this goes out to the LiveJournal community. Thank you. Thanks for sticking with us. It's called My Heart. This is what I need, please. Sing us a song and we'll sing it back to you. We could sing our own, but what would it be without you? I am nothing. It's been so long since I've heard a sound, the sound of my only hope. Oh, this time, I will be listening. Sing us a song. We could sing our own, but what would it be without you? Well, this heart, it beats for only you. This heart, it beats for only you. My heart is yours. Oh, this heart, it beats for only you. My heart is yours. Yeah, this heart, it beats for only you. My heart is yours. This heart, it beats for only you. My heart is yours. My heart is yours. My heart is yours. My heart is yours. It is Jesus. Now sing this with me, Chicago. Close your eyes and make believe this is where you wanna be. Forgetting all the memories, try to forget love, 'cause love's forgotten me. Well, hey, hey, baby, it's never too late. Pretty soon you won't remember a thing. And I'll be dissing the stars, reminiscing your heart's been wasting on me. Let's go! You've never been so used as I'm using you, abusing you, my little decoy. Don't look so blue, you should have seen right through. I'm using you, my little decoy. My little decoy. Living life inside a dream, 'cause time's changing everything. Forgetting all the memories, well, I'm forced into you just 'cause you're into me. Well, hey, hey, baby, it's never too late. Pretty soon you won't remember a thing. And I can't stay, well, no, I won't wait. I was gone from the very first day. You've never been so used as I'm using you, abusing you, my little decoy. Don't look so blue, you should have seen right through. I'm using you, my little decoy. I'm not sorry at all, no. I won't be sorry at all, no. I'd do it over again. Chicago, you with me? I wanna see you jumping. No, don't look so blue, my little decoy. You should have seen right through, my little decoy. You've never been so used, my little decoy, as I'm using you, my little decoy.
This is Lamb of God. I mean, being on tour is just basically playing shows, eating food, and stopping at truck stops and getting unbelievable things that you will not find in any other stores. Fun things we do on tour. Basically, all we do, to sum it up on tour, is just wake up super late and always say that we're gonna get up early and work out. But we get up late from the night before eating tons of cereal and after show food. And we wake up really late. Some days, if it's an off day, we go to the mall. Other days, it's sit around, normally do sound check, and then we ride bikes or just do something outside or just get online and talk to friends. But there's the occasional fun day where we all just go crazy and do something fun. We make hilarious videos like Easy Cheats and Naco Bell. I said Naco Bell because it's probably copywritten. And we love DZ Cheese. There was one off day. It was in Minnesota. We did a lot of cool things. Like we took old time pictures. I don't know, like what do you call them? Like old fashioned, like where you dress
Old
up.
Western pictures.
Old Western pictures, thank you. Rode amazing roller coasters. They were actually really scary.
Most musicians dream of, being able to tour around the world with their best friends, and which is exactly what we're doing, which is such a blessing. If you look at our band from like an outside perspective, we just look like the biggest bunch of idiots, and we have the most dumb voices and do the most, literally all we do is sit around our computers and just act like idiots.
Yeah, like basically we haven't grown up since 12 years old, since we like hung out like years ago.
So we're in Oklahoma. So first time here as a band, and it's bright as crap. I can hardly open my eyes, and we're playing here. And I don't know, we're about to go walk around in the town because we have nothing to do. Should be fun. And Taylor's right here to tell you some more info.
I'm very hoarse and it's pretty discouraging.
I wanted Chad to be here to more for this. Normally we start off with Taylor and I on the ring.
Yeah!
5 minutes, time to break. 5 minutes, time to break.
It was an explosion, like every night. It didn't matter. It didn't matter where we were or the size of the crowd. Like when we broke into the verse of Born for This, and I held out the mic for the first line that the crowd sings, every night, my ears, dude, it was awesome. There's no feeling like that. We gotta write another song like that, man.
All right. Guys having a good time? Please say yes. Well, good. Hey, I want to know of you people in this room, of all of you, I want to know who in this room owns our first record, All We Know Is Falling. That's awesome. Well, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting us in that way. That's where it started, you know? So thanks a lot. This next song goes out to you guys. Enjoy. Oh, Chicago! Well, tell me where our time went if it was time well spent. and I had to let them go, go, go. Well, some things I'll never know, 'cause I had to let them go. Well, I'm sitting all alone, feeling empty. Set it off, feel the pressure. It's getting closer now. We're better off without you. The pressure, well, it's getting closer now. We're better off without me. Just talk yourself up and tear yourself down. You one wall will not find a way around. Whoa, what's the problem? You got a lot of nerve. So what did you think I would say? You can't run away, you can't run away. I never wanted to say this. You never wanted to stay. And I put my faith in you, so much faith in you. Just threw it away. How's that feeling now? You threw it away. No, I'm not so naive, 'cause my sorry eyes can see. The way you fight shy of almost everything. Well, if you give up, you'll get what you deserve. So what did you think I would say? You can't run away, you can't run away. So what did you think I would say? You can't run away, no, you can't run away. I never wanted to say this. You never wanted to say. But I put my faith in you, so much faith in you. Just threw it away. You threw it away. No, you were finished long before we had even said the start. Why don't you stand up, be a man about it? Fight with your bare hands about it now. All right, Chicago. I never wanted to say that. You never wanted to say, well, did you? I put my faith in you, so much faith in you. Just threw it away. I never wanted to say this. You never wanted to stay. Oh no. I put my faith in you, so much faith in you. Just threw it away.
Cute right now.
I can barely hear anything. We got a little work to do.
Dude, did you hear that?
That was awesome. I love it because I didn't think you were actually gonna come in. 2, 3, 4. No. 2, 3, 4. Nothing compares to.
I really hit me up there. That was amazing.
I thought I said, let's go.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that's what you said.
Oh my gosh, I came in too early. Oh, I gotta warm down my throat.
Usually the first show of tour, we're always like, man, we got to change this. We have to change this and this. You know, we just tear apart the set list and rearrange it. But this time we didn't change much at all. I don't think. We were like, let's try it a couple more times, and it just, you know, the more we did it, the better it flowed, and so we stuck with it.
Our daily life is a circus.
I have a day sheet right here. This is a day in the life of Paramore. This is our schedule for every day. It's really weird to not have anything planned, but somebody else plans out your day for you and they give it to you on a piece of paper. But it makes life easy. It's pretty awesome. Where we have to be, exactly what time, and exactly what we're doing, what time we go on stage.
We know when we wake up in the morning we're gonna have a meet and greet at some point in the day. We're gonna have sound check. And a lot of times there are little radio visits or performances that we have to, wake up early and do. There's things like that that you know are gonna happen. Some days you wake up stoked to do it, and some days you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like crap, I'm miserable, and I don't want to pretend that I feel awesome. Like, you feel like it's just Groundhog Day,
We got to go to a lot of cool cities on this tour. I just love going to all the cities so I can eat the food that they have there that we don't have here.
Zach talks about food every time he talks. Sorry.
Chipotle, I know, I'm so hungry right now. A couple of my favorite places that we went to on this tour, I like the West Coast a lot because there's, of course, Taylor's gonna laugh. I always talk about food. In-N-Out, I mean, it's just so good.
Unbelievable.
But Seattle was really sweet. We saw Def Cab play in their hometown. That was really fun. Played a really cool festival. I played my new drum kit. It was amazing, and it's basically like the woods out here. It's just leaf camo. It's amazing.
We got to play Central Park, which was beautiful. I've really never been to Central Park, and especially the area we played, it was cool. You couldn't even see any buildings really, and you almost didn't feel like you were in New York, but you had the New York crowd, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
And I love the South too, like the Southeast. Is that how you say it? Mm-hmm. Like kind of where we live, and I don't know. I like playing Memphis and Arkansas.
We played in Little Rock, which is where I was born, so it's kind of my hometown. Had a lot of family there that had never seen us play before, and it was really an amazing thing. It was awesome. We played in Memphis, which was another hometown. It was cool. It's always fun to have your family come out.
Chicago was unbelievable. It was really cool. I had some really good pizza.
Chicago was probably one of my favorite shows, and we got it on film. What more can you say?
It was really sweet. Like, I love being in Chicago, and the show was just amazing. And
people were dancing, singing so loud. Like, it was probably the loudest show on the tour. Like, people were practically bouncing off the walls, and it wasn't a small place. It was like a theater kind of setting where you had like sort of grand looking column type things on the walls. Like, it was super just fancy pants, but like there was a rock show there that night, man. It was awesome.
The kids, I don't know if Chicago's always great, but I don't know if it was because the kids knew they were being filmed that they went extra crazy, but it was unbelievable. I saw like some kid in the front like headbanging to like our soft songs just because the camera was on him, but it was awesome. I loved it. So it was one of the best shows on the tour, if not the best.
It was just some raw passion that night, raw energy. There were times at that show I just kind of stood there and was like, I don't believe this is happening. And I'm so psyched we got it on film because it's a show I don't ever want to forget, and I can't possibly remember every moment of it without having it recorded, so I'm glad I'll get to relive it anytime I want. And you will too.
Well, hello there. I just got thrown this nice little bracelet, and I'm gonna wear it because I like it. Thank you, whoever this is from. It's beautiful. So we're back. Woo! Final Riot Part 2. Hey, so before we get into this next song, there's just something I want to talk about for a second. If you go to our merch booth tonight, you'll see a hoodie there, and if you buy it, the proceeds are going to an organization called Love 146. It's a great organization that is dedicated to creating awareness in people all over the world about sex slavery and sex trafficking, because it exists and it's happening right under our noses. And you know what? We can do something about it. We can. A lot of us are young, but I think that's one of our strengths is our youth, and I think our generation can really make a big difference in saving lives. Yes. So, if you don't have the money to pick up a hoodie tonight, we understand, but the least you can do is educate yourself. Go to love146.org, learn all about it, and see if there's anything you'd like to do. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization. So this song, this song goes out to all those children who we believe deserve a chance. It's called We Are Broken. Been waiting for the sun, and with my wide eyes I've seen worlds that don't belong. My mouth is dry with words I cannot verbalize. Tell me why we live like this, so keep me safe inside your arms like towers tower over me. Yeah, 'cause we are broken. What must we do to restore our innocence and all the promise we adore will give us life again? 'Cause we just wanna be doors, 'cause I'd like to capture this voice that came to me tonight, so everyone will have a choice. And under red lights I'll show myself it wasn't forged. We're at war, we live like this, so keep me safe inside. wanna be whole. Just sing that with me. We just wanna be whole with all your heart. We just wanna be whole again, again. We just wanna be whole. We just wanna be whole. Let's go! Dark sea
We went platinum. Woo!
So we went to New York to play our show at Central Park.
They told us that we need to go to the label. We go over there, and we didn't know this, but our family was there, and we kind of did a fake interview.
I had to like sort of separate from the pack for a little bit, to put some makeup on and try to look presentable. And when I came back, I went looking for the guys. I was like, where are they? And I thought I was late because everyone was getting ready for press. So I started walking around and I walked up these steps.
It turned out to be that Haley accidentally walked upstairs and ruined the surprise party.
I walked into a room full of everyone we work with, our families, everyone. And as I got there and people started to see me walk in, music started playing. It was like, that's what you get when you let your heart win. And then, like over here, people were clapping, woo! Yeah!
Like the rest of the band was sitting in a room because we weren't supposed to go upstairs yet. And everybody started and she was like, oh no, and she ran downstairs.
And I ruined our surprise platinum plaque presentation party.
But it was cool because we went back up and everybody was like, yeah, yeah.
But it was crazy, you know, these huge plaques with the platinum record in the middle. It's amazing to think that a record we put out went platinum, sold 1 million records. You know, it's definitely a dream come true for me.
This is so crazy! I can't believe it. Hey, yeah, sure. This is like pictures of the war. It's like a photo shoot, one-on-one.
It was an amazing accomplishment, something that, to be honest, in my wildest dreams, I would have never even thought that happened.
It's crazy because, especially like at this time, like in CD sales, like no one sells that.
It's been such a blessing to be a part of something that really made it. It feels good.
We have an amazing label. We have an amazing team that works for us, and like they always, you know, we work hard as a band, but they're always there backing us completely on everything that we do, every decision that we make and risk that we take. They believe in us, and it's cool to see them, you know, really push and work hard for us, and to know that we like got to this point together. It was just a great day. There it is, it's on my wall if you want to pan over there, Brandon. Slightly larger than the gold plaque, I would say.
I'm definitely thankful for it, and I feel really blessed, and I want to thank our fans for that, because they're the reason we were able to, you know, to get to that point.
New York was a huge day for our band and for everyone that works like on anything Paramore. Like everyone just had such a great feeling and sense of accomplishment that day, and pride, and it was good.
It was a cool way to kind of end the U.S. album cycle of Riot.
The last night, I guess, of the final Riot tour was epic, I guess. Like, for our set, everyone came out during our last song, Misery Business, and like people were like air guitaring, and people were just like standing on top of our ramp, like Pirates of the Caribbean style, like swaying.
There's like 20 dudes on the stage.
Yeah, it was just a party, you know, and at the end we all like the whole tour bowed together. And
that last night was insane. And then right afterwards, which people didn't really get to see, we walked backstage and everyone was so hyped up from that. Everyone was just, whoa! Everyone was screaming.
It was the most unbelievable thing ever. Like even me, like I became this crazy man that just started yelling louder and crazier than I've ever yelled ever.
And it was like the most joyful experience ever.
I tried to slide and I just totally killed myself. I wanted to die.
I wish that could happen every single night.
that David played and he pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The barefoot king composed it. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Somehow everything's gonna fall right into place if we only had a way to make it all fall faster every day. If only time flew like a dove, we got naked right faster than I'm falling in love. You feel that, Chicago? Sing it out. This time we're not giving up. Let's make it last forever. Screaming hallelujah. We'll make it last forever. I can't force these eyes to see the end. If all the time flew like a down, well, we can watch it fly and just keep looking up. This time we're not giving up. Let's make it last forever. Screaming hallelujah. We'll make it last forever. All right. We've got time on our hands, and we've got nothing but time on our hands. Got nothing but time on our hands. This time we're not giving up. Let's make it last forever. Screaming hallelujah. Thank you, Chicago. Good night.
Paramore fans. I feel like our fans are more like friends in a way, because you can go outside your tour bus or the security gate at a venue and play frisbee with them or throw a football, and it's really cool.
We have really encouraging and motivating fans. Like, we keep in touch with them on LiveJournal and try and update them with everything we're doing. And the cool thing is you can talk to your fans about life. They're real people to us, you know? They're not just fans. That's what's gotten us here, you know? That's why we're the band we are. Music business is in a place where you can't rely on numbers, you can't rely on money or spots on a chart to be successful. Like, it really is now about how happy it makes you and how how you feel at the end of the day when you go home or when you go to your bed or your bunk. Like if you don't feel like you're in it and you're happy about that, then you don't have nothing. You know, you can't rely on anything but the fact that, you know, it's music and you got people that are singing it back to you. Like, that's what I love. You know, I don't care if we write a record, it flops and we're done, because we're still not done, because we love our fans and our fans love us, and I don't think any of that stuff matters, any of the material things. What matters is going out there and playing a show and having people scream words back to you and be just as passionate about the lyrics as you are about them.
We literally have the best fans ever. We really care about our fans whether they know it or not. We really care about them, and I feel like they actually in turn really care about us, and you know, can see they can tell when we need a break, and they can see, you know, when we're going through a tough time, and rather than, you know, complaining and stuff, they're there for us, you know, and so yeah, I don't think we could ask for a better fan base ever.
Paramore could have been such a different band if we wouldn't have gone the route that we did and known how important fans were, and really made it our goal to be in contact with them and just to keep in touch and really just to be friends with them. And we have the best fans in the world.
It's definitely what has gotten us here, you know, besides Jesus. You know, he's the reason we're here, but all of our fans and our support, the support that they've provided for us, and has just been amazing. It's just crazy because you'll play like 5 shows in the Northeast, and the same like 15 or 20 kids will be there at every show.
I've met a bunch of kids that are like, yeah, this is like our 27th show. And I'm like, wow, like, it's just amazing. Like, we'll play the same set every single night of a tour, and kids will come to multiple shows, and which is, you know, I don't know if they know, but it really means a lot to us.
It's just amazing how much time, like, they spend on us, like, by making us gifts and buying us things, and, you know, waiting outside for us to come out of the bus.
This tour was awesome. We had meet and greets, and we played foosball with them, and I did different things and hung out, and it was a lot of fun because we've done meet and greets in the past, and like they're just like kind of like sit at a table and they'll just come by and we'll sign stuff, and it's just like really awkward and not really like fun. Like, you don't really get to hang out and get to know anybody, or just like hang out and play games or whatever. So bringing the foosball table out was like really cool because like well, me and Josh basically mauled everybody, and that was great.
Their passion for our music makes me want to be better. Like, makes me want to just do the best that I can at everything, even if it's not music related, you know? It's people that we would never know if we didn't play music. That's it.
Did you want one more? Because we were talking and we thought, you know, we might have skipped over a song, so. Well, that's it. We hope you enjoyed your night. We are Paramore. We'll see you around Chicago. From the top, she's got a body like an hourglass. She's looking like a clock. It's a matter of time before we all run out. When I thought he was mine, I waited 8 long months. She finally set him free, but sold him my never change. Once a whore, you're nothing more. I'm sorry, that'll never change. And about forgiveness, we're both supposed to have exchange. I'm sorry, Chicago, but I passed it up. Now look this way. There's a million other girls that do it just like you. The thing is, it is seen as possible to get to knowing and what they like. It's easy if you do it right. Well, I refuse. You watch Chicago. Whoa, I never meant to break, but I got him and I want him now. Whoa, it's never my intention to break, steal it all away from you now. God, does it feel so good? 'Cause I got him and I want him right now. But if you caught me, you know you would. God, it just feels so. It just feels so good. Now I've watched his wildest dreams come true. Not one of them involving you. Just watch my wildest dreams come true. Not one of them. Hey, Josh!
Well, it's over. The final riot is complete. Now, just thinking back to the band we were then and the band we are now, I think we've still got a lot to say, and I'm excited to say those things on the next record and to feel the way I feel about Riot. I don't know, I'm psyched. Riot has done us well, changed my life.
Just thinking back like to the final Riot tour, it was like the one and only tour besides maybe the Jimmy Earl tour that I woke up every day and I was like super excited to like hang out with the dudes on that tour, like all the other bands, and like Paper Out was just like, those dudes were so much fun to hang out with, and Phantom Planet were like the coolest dudes ever and such rock stars. They're so cool. And Jack's Mannequin. And I mean, just like everybody just together collectively, it was just like such a good tour and so much fun, and just having, I don't know, we just had a huge light show, and just like we thought really hard for our show, and it was just like, I just felt like it was really well put together. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't finish school, so.
Super.
It was super.
We've accomplished so much more than any of us could have ever imagined, that it's weird to say that we have to make new goals now. So, I mean, I don't know, I guess my goal and hope for Paramore in the future is continue making good music and continue gaining fans just like the ones we already have, and I'll be fine.
The only thing we can really do is make a record that we're personally super proud of. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool new chapter of everything.
In the future, for Paramore, we're going to write this third record. I'm kind of kind of nervous because we just, you know, this riot was so big for us and we didn't expect it, and now we have to kind of beat it in a way, which I don't think anyone in our band is just gonna let us write an okay album. And I know it's gonna be better than Riot, but it's always nerve-wracking because we want our fans to be, you know, pleased with what we come out with. So, but it's exciting, you know. We're gonna record it here in Franklin, and we'll see what happens.